Apparently, this is what the inside of my head looks like. Hi. I'm not even zoomed in. This is what it looks like zoomed in. It's just a gray screen. And then you just zoom out and it's just like that. Anyway, this is the 6th episode because I want to do more Minecraft. So, today I actually have a goal in mind of finding a village. So I can actually talk about villagers and how to get good things like a bell, which you cannot craft, which not sure why you can't craft, but you can't craft. We'll work on this later. I did say I'll do that between episodes, but I kind of forgot about that. I had to put that off, so yeah, that's unfortunate, but we haven't explored too much in this direction. We've explored in that direction. We obviously spawned in that direction. So let's go in this direction and see if we can find a village. Just keep in mind, villages can only spawn in 5 different biomes. You can find a village in a taiga biome, a plains biome, a savanna biome, a ice plains biome, and a desert biome. Those are the 5 different biomes you can find villages in, and all 5 different biomes have their own, the village variants of that correspond to those biomes have those sort of, like, theme to it, where, you got the taiga village, which kind of, oh, there's a taiga over there. That's neat. I forgot what the zoom button was for a moment. Anyway, so we might be able to find a taiga village today in this thing, I think. Oh, there's a swamp over there. So there's also 2 other villager variants that do not spawn naturally in villages. There's actually a swamp village variant, or villager variant, but villages don't spawn naturally in swamps, as well as the jungle. You can have villagers that look like they belong in the jungle, except they simply just... Ooh. Red things there. They just simply don't spawn naturally. You have to create them, which is unfortunate. I also ran out of food, but... oh, and it's getting dark. So this is a good demonstration of this bed here. You can just place them anywhere, as long as you sleep early enough before things can get to you. It's fine. So I just got some sweet berries here. You right-click a bush in a taiga biome, or any biome really, it doesn't matter, but if you find one naturally, it'll be in a taiga biome. And you can get these, and if you get inside of it, it'll hurt, but only when you're moving. So if I try to move, it will hurt, and it'll also damage my armor. So you gotta keep that in mind. These things can be dangerous as long as you're not messing with them a lot. And you can right click to place them down again. Anyway, I'm gonna sleep though. Oh, right, and you can also break the berry bushes, except that doesn't allow the berries to regain the berries. So yeah, just don't break the bush. You're gonna want infinite food rather than food that's not infinite, if that makes any sense at all. What? This is the type of world generation you see in the early days of Minecraft, except on a much bigger scale and a much higher scale. Just for some unknown reason, you can find chunks of just a bunch of things lying around. Also, why not get some spruce wood? We got birch, we got oak, we got a new type of wood. Might as well get it. Even got a spruce leaf. Not sure why it says plural. Can we get a sapling? I mean, can you get sticks? Please? Sapling? Oh, there's a sapling. And we got it. Great, now we get infinite spruce. It's so difficult to say that. I don't know why. But I have yet to find a village Although I haven't really traveled that deep into this biome yet. Maybe in this direction? I mean, we might be able to find a mega taiga biome before we find a village. Actually, I see a plains biome over here. You get a plains village? I mean, I don't really want to get a plains village. I want to get a different village. Come on. There we go. Also, we found some pumpkins over here, which I'm not sure if we found before, but I'm gonna grab them anyway. Flowers. I has found the flowers. This is one of my favorite flowers right here. The blue ones. I like these ones. Just gonna grab all of them. Is that a brown sheep? Ooh. Brown sheep are exceptionally rare. Oh my god, there's another patch of them. Oh, do we find a plains? Oop, I made a mistake. I mean, I thought I found a flower plains. I guess I didn't, which is kind of sad. I found more cornflowers. I mean, 16 should be enough, right? Theoretically. But also, I still have yet to found this stupid village, and there's gotta be at least one village around here. Unless I'm super unlucky, in which case there are no villages around here, because a lot of these biomes right here we're encountering, except for obviously the forest, are very much prone to having villages. So I don't know why villagers are not spawning. They should be spawning. Ooh, what's up with that? Ooh, ooh, found a fox. That's neat. This is a nice little indentation in the mountainside. Neat. It would appear that I found some brown mushrooms to go with my red mushrooms to go with the hot water I pour in my bowl. So I can get... Boom. I mean, there is no hot water involved in making mushroom stew, but that's fine. I mean, I'm just realistically there would be, but in Minecraft there isn't. Not sure why though. I mean, this is technically not floating because it's attached there. But wow, is this amazing. See, okay, those are floating. That's a tree on a floating island. You'd start Skyblock on that. What is this world generation? Why is this like this? This is what you see in the early days of Minecraft. You see floating gravel everywhere. You see just large overhangs like this. This is interesting. You don't see that every day. I have managed to find a village. However, this village is actually a plains village intersecting this biome. So we are gonna see plains buildings because the actual center of the town was originally in the plains biome. However, a lot of the villagers spawned inside this biome are gonna look like taiga villagers. And I don't see any villagers yet. Why? Oh, there's some villagers. Hello! So these villagers are completely harmless, they won't do anything to you. And some of them trade. The ones that are employed will trade, the ones that are not. I mean, the kids are never employed. They don't trade. And then you got this guy, which protects the village. And if you hurt this guy, who's naturally spawned, then he will kill you. Very, very, very quickly. So don't mess with them. And also we got a bell, which if you right click it, it'll ring, and then all the villagers will just run inside because they think something bad is happening. When in reality, because you ringed it, yeah, it's probably nothing. Also, a lot of buildings around here. What is this? Ah, I see. This is a thing. One thing you can do is take some of the hay bales, and as long as you got a farmer around here, you can trade some of that wheat to the farmer, which usually has a trade for wheat for an emerald, or multiple. That's usually just a single emerald. But I'm not finding that villager. I mean, we've got emeralds in there. This is obviously the leather workers area. You got those trades, and then we only encountered. What is up with this village? There's no one in the village. There's just this guy and 2 kids. You got a pathway that leads up to the extreme hills, which is actually renamed to the mountains in previous update. You got some cats around here, but I don't understand why is there no other villagers? I mean, this is weird. Oh, well, found the church. I'll just take the broom stand because free broom stand. What's up here? Nothing. What's up here? Also nothing. I mean, free wheat, which means free bread, or I can just breed some cows around here, but I was hoping for more villagers. I really was. I guess we can just do that. Anyway. Also, by breeding some of the cows, you can actually get, or breeding anything that can be bred, you can actually get some experience out of that, which is useful because it's, in mass amounts, it has a lot of experience. At least, I believe. Also, I found the cleric, which I broke their stand, so I'm not sure how they're still a cleric, but this is kind of like the base trade for the cleric. I mean, if you kill a lot of zombies, you can trade that for some emeralds for your cause, so that's neat. No, but seriously, this village sucks. There's literally nothing in this village except for a few cats and like 4 villagers, and 2 of them aren't even adults. Yeah, this is not your average village. I mean, it's unique in the sense that half of it is all the way to this side of the village in this biome. So, like, this guy, I think he's a plains villager. Oh, he just lost his profession. But then, I think over here... Wait, there's another house. Hold on, we gotta explore this. What does this have? Ah, this is the masonry. I mean, we haven't made some of the blocks that we're supposed to... Ooh. You got a cave? What else? A pathway that just leads nowhere. Ah, I found the villager. The other villager, and he's stuck, so let's unstuck him. Whatever that means. Is that even a term? I mean, it's a term now. Okay. Can you get your profession now? Come on. Come on. Please. Please. No. Alright, fine. Nah, fine. Fine. What I meant to say. I don't want to take the bell, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, it was fun here, but this village sucks. It sucks. I only got 2 emeralds out of that, and it's just, there's no villagers here. There's a cat way over here. But I think that village is mostly just, I'm gonna take some of the villagers from there and just relocate them to my area. so I can get infinite mending books because, well, let's just say that's the time for another time, whatever that means. Yeah. What am I even talking about? Just exploring all of this. Where are we, by the way? I mean, we're pretty far. Or where? Which road? East. We're going east. Well, let's go the other direction then. I think I found a flower forest. I mean, do you think I found a flower forest? Because I don't think I have. I'm not sure. Does it look like I found a flower forest? I mean, I'm not sure. Does it look like it? Huh? There's just one lone pumpkin right here. Guess I'll take it. Also, I think I found an ocean biome in this direction. Have I? I indeed have. So ocean biomes are interesting because they're literally just big expanses of water. And pretty much just water. But also, you can find on the beaches, turtles that just naturally spawn. And they will spawn, they will immediately... Their AI is unique because they will just claim this as like their home point. They'll swim around the ocean for a while and return here and lay eggs. And good for them, but also when the turtles, the small ones, grow up, they shed exactly one scoop, which 5 of them in crafted recipe can make a helmet, which can extend your time you can breathe underwater. Because if you go underwater like this, I mean any water actually, you can see the bubble meter starts to go down, and once it goes all the way down, eventually, I mean it just takes a while, but eventually you'll start taking damage. Doesn't matter the armor you have, doesn't matter whether or not you have like, I don't know, it's just no matter how much protection you have here, you will take the same amount of damage, which is unfortunate. But one thing we do need is this, which can help a lot when we're trying to do elevators that use water, because if you just have one water bucket instead of like 5 million, you can place water source blocks by placing kelp instead, and that immediately turns any flowing water into water source blocks. So you can have a big pillar of water, turn it all into source blocks, which is very useful. Also, we found some fish, which I'm gonna grab one of these. Come on, there we go. I got a bucket of tropical fish. And found a parrotfish, apparently. So we're gonna head home now. But I'm gonna note down the coordinates of this. And by note down, I mean I'm gonna take a screenshot. Which, I mean, I take a lot of screenshots, so it's probably just gonna get overridden, and then I'm gonna completely forget about that. And I'm also probably not gonna be using that because I'm just gonna use memory instead. Ooh. We found a lava lake on the surface that's causing fire. This is how you get wildfires, naturally. You have lava lakes that spawn in the middle of the forest, and they just catch the trees on fire. And usually that leads to big expanses of just lots and lots of, like, those areas that are kind of a bit higher ground, with a bit darker colored grass, but then it's just completely deforested. I'm gonna eat now, and I need to head back. One thing about ocean biomes is that they tend to be very spacious and expand pretty far. Like, it expands all the way over here. However, they're not infinite. They can't have, like, just continents and then completely surrounded by water. You just have kind of like the opposite. You have masses of water completely surrounded by land. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, I am getting a bit close to, well, that's something, I don't know what I'm talking about. Found a rabbit. Found multiple rabbits, and I'm not gonna kill them because they're too cute. Found a chicken though. I found a bunch of chickens. And also, I need to sleep. Big wall. Literally a cliff. Would you like this as a base? You just set up right there and then, you know, watch people just try to climb up and fail. Yeah, seems good. We might as well check out the swamp today because we're so close to it. Yeah, over here is the swamp. And the swamp, I mean, you go into water and you enter the swamp and the water just turns very, very, very murky. Like this. You just go in and then it's just whatever this foggy mess is. But then also, these biomes, or just this swamp biome in particular, when you get to land, I believe you have a small chance of slimes spawning, which I don't know if it depends on whether or not it's a slime chunk or not. I mean, it might, not sure. But also, you find these flowers only in this biome, which are blue orchids. So I'm gonna grab these because these are also one of my favorites. I probably should have brought a boat. Oh well. I'll swim the entire way. This looks so weird. Wait, hold on. You do that, and then look at that. What even is that? How do I? Okay, I kept pressing F1 in order to change my perspective. I'm done. We should be getting fairly close to where we originally were at. Fairly close. I mean, there should be a hill and then a big lake. I mean, is this the big lake? This looks like the big lake. Yep. I just saw my enchantment table. Also, I don't got very good memory, but this is not as big of a hill as I thought it was. I thought it was literally a mountain. Like a plateau that just... Whoop! And we're here. So one thing I am going to do is plant some of these sweet berries somewhere, which I guess... I'm running out of room over here. I guess I can start over here. Just sort of plant them in rows. And I just ran out, so... Create a pathway. And I guess that works. What do I do with the tropical fish, though? I'm kind of lost on that. Also, when these are at, like, stage 1 growth, you can walk right through it and it won't hurt you. But when they grow up to a normal bush without the berries in it, then it will hurt. And then you just have some berries in it and then a lot of berries in it. And when you right click and harvest it, just go back to just stage 2 basically. Like nothing fits in there. Glad we got this chest. Well, that's a pleasant surprise. You know what, I'm gonna keep the tropical fish in here for now. I'll make a fish tank later. Food. Tastes so good. Alright. Now, what else do we do? I'm not sure. I mean, we could make a crossbow. I mean, kind of running out of time for today, but let's make a crossbow. Which I completely forgot the crafting recipe, but let's see. What is it? Ah, here it is. Ah, right, it's 2 string, which we only got 1. Guess what time it is? We gotta wait until it's nighttime and then we get some spiders so we can get some string. I really need to find a spider spawner and then just get infinite string. But that kind of relies on the fact that we find either a dungeon which usually just has other spawners in it, or we find an abandoned mine shaft that may or may not just let's just wait, okay? Let's wait and stare at the sun again, because this is totally pleasant. Yeah, this is something what I do when I'm bored and I want to do things. What do I do with this escape route? I kind of want it to be closed off, but at the same time, you know what? That's fine. That works. You know what we can do in the meantime is we can get the clay that we have. Right? We can get the clay that we have. We can go find the clay that we don't got right now, before it gets nighttime. So clay can be found on the water, literally anywhere that's underwater, and you dig it up. There's no way to get it any other way renewably. You find it, you dig it up, and you got some clay. And each block of clay gives you 4 clay. And then you can cook it, and you get things out of it. So you can cook this clay right here, which if I get some planks, there we go, and put the rest of the clay somewhere. You get clay, you smelt it, and then you get some bricks. So 3 bricks will, in kind of like bowl shape, like that, will give you a flower pot, and then you can put flowers in said flower pot, such as the cornflowers I've been collecting. So you can get a cornflower, some bricks, and you get a flower pot, which comes with dirt included somehow. Not sure how, but that's a thing. And then I need a table. You know what? I think that will work perfectly. Yep, there's nothing wrong with that. Alright, so now I need to find some spiders. Hopefully. There's a few zombies over there. Where might said spider be? Oh. Perfect timing. I was just about to say I've been sitting here for a while and I didn't find any spiders, but I found a spider. So, unless that spider doesn't drop anything, which hopefully it does, we'll get some string. Gotta be careful about some creepers around here. And we can kill the spider. Yes, it dropped some string. Yes, it dropped some string. What even is that? What does that even mean? I don't understand. Okay, well we got some string. Now, where might, okay, 2 string, 3 sticks, a tripwire hook, and an iron ingot. Okay, 3 sticks, iron ingot, and a tripwire hook. A tripwire hook can be crafted with another iron ingot, a plank, and yet another stick. And I believe it is in this configuration, and give you 2 at a time. So now we can craft a crossbow. So crossbows by default will have more damage than a normal bow, except no enchantments can make the crossbow deal more damage. But the crossbow does have a few enchantments that are exclusive to it, such as piercing, and apparently that's all we got. We can also get multi-shot, which shoots 3 arrows at a time and only consumes 1. And also, what else? What else was it? What was the other enchantments? I can't remember. It was multi-shot, piercing. What was? Okay. Well, let me just explain. Piercing, what it does is the higher the level, the more entities the arrow can just fly right through and deal damage to. So basically, piercing 1, the arrow can go through the thing you're targeting behind it and hit something else. And then piercing 2 can pierce that thing, and piercing 3 pierce 3 things, and yeah, it goes all the way up to 4, and so you can just, your arrow can fly right through and damage a lot of things at a time. Except I'm not sure if it's compatible with multi-shots. So just keep that in mind. Also, crossbows have an interesting mechanic where you can hold fireworks in your offhand and your crossbow, and then you can actually load up that firework into the crossbow and then shoot the firework. It won't deal any impact damage, it'll just do the explosion damage if you use a firework star. But anyway, so how the crossbow works is you hold down right click to charge, you let go right click, and instead of letting it shoot, it will stay loaded. So it will literally stay loaded forever until you right click again and it'll shoot. Except I'm experiencing lag right now for whatever reason. I don't know why. And by shooting that, you'll also get, what is it? This achievement, Old Betsy, which is just shoot a crossbow, which is very simple. I'm not going to be using that because, oh, actually, no, I am going to be using that. It's just I don't got a lot of arrows, so that's fine. So, what was the other, hold on, I gotta look at the patch notes. What was the other the enchantment? Ah, right. The third one was Quick Charge. So, each level of the Quick Charge decreases the amount of time it takes to fully charge a crossbow by 0.25 seconds. I'm reading that directly off of the patch notes. In case you're wondering, that's literally exactly what it says. So, that is something to keep in mind. So it goes up to 3 levels, and Quick Charge 3 is like about that much. And then, yeah, it very quick. Anyway, I can see myself using that in some situations, but not all the time. So anyway, I hope you found this useful. I mean, didn't really make that much progress. I mean, we found a village, but didn't get too much out of that village. Anyway, bye.